Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. Ron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. And Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. And it's Williams at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Prince. Kyrie Irving is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Shot's good by Walker.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Pass to Irving. With the floater. Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Outside, Walker. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, beautiful stroke from Jaylen Brown. Crucial moving forward that he shoot it well from the perimeter.
Harris outside. Back to Irving. Allen outside. The 19-foot shot scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, it's a huge boost when Jared Allen is making mid-range shots. That's going to make him even more dangerous.
Walker dishes to Tatum. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Irving. 9 feet out, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
The level of talent Kyrie Irving has is extraordinary, and his finishing ability, creativity, English at the rim, unreal.
There's Brown with the 3. Good on the triple. Brown's got 5 now.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The pass to Irving. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Walker against Irving. Allen passes to LeVert. The shot, no good. Williams with the defensive effort. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Free throw good from Brown. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill. Oh, he earned some serious style points on that layup.
He kicks to Tatum. Dishes it to Walker. Excellent D there from Allen.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Irving looking for an opening. With some arc, Williams with the block. And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go. And Brown throws it down hard.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
Harris kicks to Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown against Harris. Outside Tatum. Shoots over LeVert. And again, it's Boston converting.
One thing Jason Tatum has showed us is he can make contested shots in the NBA. Think about that guy, so young, yet so unshakable.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounder, DeAndre Jordan III.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Waba passes to Karuch. Outside Jordan. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Over Edwards. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Passes to Jordan. Last season, for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense, despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Jordan.
In the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
And so Jordan nails both of them. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Boston. Here's Dinwiddie. Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, the long-range work from Spencer Dinwiddie. Over the years, this former second-round pick has increased his range.
Here's Poirier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Smart. Jacks up a three. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jordan. Count it. Good. And it's a three-point Brooklyn lead.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's Williams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Falls for Williams. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. And the shot goes in from Caruch.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard. Spencer Dinwiddie, nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Now, here's Tice. Back to Smart. High post shot. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Dinwiddie against Edwards. Stolen by Smart. A finish. And slam dunk by Smart.
Now, that's about amazing quickness. How about Marcus Smart's ability to beat everybody up the floor with that burst?
Now, Dinwiddie. No good on the last second attempt there. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league is a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got DeAndre Jordan. Garrett Temple is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Caruch in at the 4. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Celtics leading by 3. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got 6.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Wanamaker. From outside, off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Temple. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Temple's got his first 2 points.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Boston making some changes. Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Shemi Ojeleye. And Walker subbed in for Smart. Now, here's Walker. 32 points for him last game against New York.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Harris looking it over. Irving up top, guarded by Walker. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut back down to 3 after the basket from Irving.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Now, here's Tatum. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Prince finds Irving. Irving double team. Out to Harris. Takes a 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Harris has got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Harris against Walker. And it's sent back by Allen. And here they come. Here's LeVert. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And you can see the willingness of Karis LeVert to get out in transition and create opportunity.
Now the pass to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the basket is good.
Well, a point guard's responsibility in part in today's NBA, get their guys going. And Kyrie Irving doing just that.
Now, here's Walker. 6 points for him. Inside. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Tatum.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Walker against Irving. Harris outside. Passes it to LeVert. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Celtics.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man. Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
Now, here's LeVert. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Doris, you talk about when Gordon Hayward is playing his best. What makes him, in your mind, so special?
Well, when he's right physically, he can be a go-to offensive weapon, Kevin. This guy is the true definition of triple threat, right? He can pick you apart with his passing, with his shooting, and also off the dribble drive. Boy, when he's right, he is tough to stop.
The Celtics making a switch here.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 13 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Poirier. No points in the game yet for him. From deep, Walker. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Allen dishes to Irving. Back to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. LeVert against Tatum. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 8 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Walker, and it's Boston with another. There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Irving against Walker. Irving double team. Prince outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Prince has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Williams kicks to Walker. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Irving passes to Harris. It's Prince on the wing. Williams with the block. Outside, Walker. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Irving passes to Allen. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And slam dunk by Tatum.
But you can see the length and the impact defensively of Jason Tatum. The rip and then the score on the other end.
Now here is Irving. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Terrific performance so far by Kemba Walker. Tremendous team leader who's become a star in this league. He can be your catalyst offensively, and he makes big shots.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they had. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting, ridiculous fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel. Joel, what up?
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Williams at the 5 spot.
At 6'7", Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
Williams with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Walker. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Allen.
Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy has proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
First free throw is good.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished two-way player.
And Allen drops them both. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 4. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Prince. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And the shot goes down.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Pass to Irving. Allen kicks to Harris. Rebound by Williams. Boston leading by 4. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, the Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Now a timeout called by Boston. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the the idea of taking threes. Brooke Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. For Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Edwards in for Kemba Walker.
You know, this is in part what makes Marcus Smart very dangerous, right? He can slice into the defense. He's got that remarkable speed to get where he wants.
Now here's Irving. 10 points for him. Allen surveying the D. From deep. Pocket 6. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Irving.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Smart finds Hayward. Back to Smart. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And here's Hayward. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here is Edwards. Pass to Tice. Karuch grabs the board. For the lead. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Karuch has got 6 as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Ojeleye. Here's the pass to Edwards. Now Tice. Austin needs to get off a shot. Now that one from Ojeleye. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. David Mwaba comes in for Torian Prince. Garrett Temple is checked in for Rodions Kurucs. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. Now here's Dinwiddie. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Boston's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's Tatum. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
My goodness. Say that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Now here's Edwards. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Tatum. Back up. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
When we are talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 6'11" wingspan. This is why he's so effective coming up with second chance points.
Jordan, the pass to Irving. Back to Jordan from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jordan's got 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Edwards passes to Tatum. Pulls up. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Pass to Nwaba. And it's blocked. And David Nwaba picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brown is checked in for Boston. Walker comes in for Edwards. Brown with it. He's got 10. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown, the aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
Pass to Irving. That one wide left.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
There's Dinwiddie following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 14. And Jordan sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Walker. 18 points for him. 5 on the clock. Outside Williams. Feeds it to Tatum. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Nets out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Garrett Temple. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. DeAndre Jordan is out there with LeVert. And it's Nwaba in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Boston trailing. Smart deciding where to go with it. A rebound by the Nets.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Temple. And the pass to LeVert. Over Smart. Misses off the right iron.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Brown kicks to Walker. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
That one good for 2.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Timeout called the Nets. checked in for Jordan. Torian Prince comes in for David Nwaba, and Harris subbed in for Garrett Temple. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He said, "I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does." Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And that one falls for Prince. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Torian Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
And Kevin, last season there were a couple of glaring deficiencies for the Celtics. I thought they had a problem with shot selection. Too often I thought they settled for pull-up jumpers. They did not exploit their length to get into the paint, nor did they exploit their ability to get to the free throw line. And ultimately that really cost them.
Now here is Harris. A nice shot by LeVert.
Well, this is yet another example of the growth of Karis LeVert. You almost have to have that floater game in your arsenal.
Walker dishes to Williams. Tatum on the wing. Over Prince. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Tatum. And with the Celtics last season, Doris, the league's lowest rate of free throws attempt and bottom 7 in offensive rebound.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They had a couple of players coming off of surgeries, knee troubles. Sometimes that can make you hesitant to mix it up on the interior. But boy, if you want to win, you've got to get to the free throw line and you've got to get to the offensive glass.
Now here's Walker after Torian Prince's miss. Prince with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 3 to the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brown. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Walker goes in, and it's sent back by Allen.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It just feels like there are nights where Karis LeVert is unguardable. I don't need to tell you, this is one of those nights.
And the Celtics with possession here after the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Walker. They double-team Walker. This ball movement by Boston. Boston again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Prince misses. Celtics trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Walker against Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Launches a 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. Walker the pass to Tatum. Smart, wide open, he fires. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, though he's not known as a prolific three-point shooter, Marcus Smart takes his time, delivers. That's a big-time shot.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. Walker finds Tatum. A shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Here's Walker, puts it up, off the inbound, and that's 2 points on the layup. Walker's got 20.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
Allen kicks to Irving. Here's Prince. That one misses. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Hayward. And the shot is long.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Allen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
Free throw, good, Allen. Celtics trail by 7. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, guys, Karis LeVert getting it done today.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
In the post is covered by Irving, and Walker kicks to Tatum. There's the double team with Allen. It's stolen by Allen. Pass to Prince. Allen trying to break free. There's LeVert, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. LeVert's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, Karis LeVert giving you a glimpse into how high that vertical goes. That is nice.
Here's Walker. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Walker's got 22.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Harris outside. Back to Irving. Puts it up from 15. Again, the next for 2.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Walker against Irving. Out to Hayward. Fires for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nets leading by 6. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Irving against Smart. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Allen. shoots over Walker, and Tatum pulls it down.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Irving. Prince outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Irving. Harris outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Exactly what you want from the talented Hayward, the kind of poise that makes him a big shot maker.
At the line from your nets, Joe Harris. 2 shots. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 8. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. That's tipped, and he gets it back. From deep, Williams off target. So it's the Nets picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.